I'm now even more mad.
Angry.
Anyway, for this advertisement, we love advertisements. So what's advertisements? Okay. Anyway, I'm even more mad now because I was rambling. I thought I had a good ramble going on. I was kind of happy about it. And then now, it's all dead.
I forgot to unmute the mic and set it up.
But now it's set up. Now you can hear our rambling. So let's go back to what I'm going to start with. There's one big thing I want to talk about. Is the two Charizards everybody's riding. The Fire first, we're going to go with Mega Charizard Y, the Fire Flying one. He's got 100 base speed, which I don't think is that good. Because a lot of things cannot run. And if you're smart, you'll have one Pokemon that's fast. And you'll hit it hard, and he has bad defense. So, I mean, Aqua Jets kill it. Stone Edge is still a Charizard's...
Turn kills it.
Turn kills it. Stone Edge is still a Charizard's biggest weakness. I'm honestly, like, you know... And a lot, I guess... And Stone Edge is kind of hard to predict because, like, a lot of Pokemon can learn it. But, yeah, I don't think this Charizard is that good. I mean, I think he can be good in doubles. If you got like something that can draw the attention away from him, where he can wreck people with his 159 special attack. But the bad thing about him is he's got 104 base regular attack, which is kind of taken away from his defenses. So I mean, yeah, they got to balance it out. Yeah, or no, HP can't change for Megas because they're the same Pokemon. It's the unchanging stat. But you know, can win his defense, but whatever. You know, he's still not gonna live a long time. Same thing with Mega Charizard X. I know this is the one people were hyped about. Everybody wanted this thing for 16 years. Guess what, people? It's bad. When your Pokemon who used to avoid Earthquake is now hit by Earthquake, that's just generally bad.
They both... Oh, no. Y still avoids it.
Yeah, Y still avoids it because he's good. This one, the Fire Dragon one, as awesome as a typing that is, and like, yeah, our Dragon Pulse gets stabbed, and we get Tough Claws, or our Dragon Claw gets stabbed, you know, blah, blah, you get more damage with it. Doesn't matter because he's probably not going first. And if he hits something, he may or may not kill it, but then he'll die next turn. So these Charizards, dude, are bad. Stop. Get off Charizard's dick. Now. Quit it. Okay? And I'm not going to talk about many other Megas. We'll talk about Kangaskhan again. We'll talk about how Kenzen absolutely loves Kangaskhan.
I've loved Kangaskhan from a very long time ago. Mainly because of the show.
Yeah. But you're running what? Fake Out, Return.
For doubles, I'm running Fake Out, Return, Sucker Punch, and Power Up Punch. And singles, I switch out Fake Out for Rock Slide. Or,
Rock Slide, yeah.
Yeah, Rock Slide. Yeah.
And Rock Slide's actually a pretty good move because no one thinks that Rock Slide's good, especially the people that what's that? Rock Slide is I think one of the best moves for it because, you know, a lot of people think Earthquake, and yeah, you're gonna send
Fake Out.
Or Fake Out, yeah, and you're gonna send something in that's probably weakened by Rock that can fly, you know what I'm saying? And then next thing you know, you got
Or
hit
if
by
you
a Rock
just need
Slide.
to buy time for something,
Mm-hmm.
you can take the chance on the double attack, making a flinch.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if it has double chance of flinch. I think it only has one. But still, the fact that Rock Slide can flinch with 30% is pretty good.
I've had it happen a lot of times.
Oh, yeah. It's a pretty annoying thing, but I think Kangaskhan, I think its biggest weakness is still after this Fake Out. If you got good enough defense, is its speed. The fact that, you know, I mean, yeah, it's got great stats all around, but the speed, that's the whole big deal. 100's not that great. That's all. But other than that, it's solid, and but it's countered by just the tanky ghosts. That's the only thing that really beats it. Actually, one of my friends told me about a Chandelure that beats this, and Kangaskhan is a common problem. It's a Chandelure that has Air Balloon. It's meant to beat the Earthquake one.
Okay.
It's really funny. It's Chandelure holding an Air Balloon with Calm Mind, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, and Psychic or Grass Knot or something. And the funny part about that is Kangaskhan can't do anything. All you do is you Calm Mind. Sucker Punch only has 5 PP. So you Calm Mind. You Calm Mind 4 times, and then it's out of Sucker Punches, and all you do is then you proceed to sweep the opponent's team.
I fought a Chandelure that
Try to do that?
Try to do that. That's when I had Rock Slide. I made it flinch on one of the Calm Minds.
See, and that's why Rock Slide.
And then I Rock Slided again to try to see if it's going to start attacking.
And you kill it.
And I killed it.
Yeah, because it's weakened by Rock. That's why. See, that's why, people. You can beat your weakness with a Rock Slide. Pinsir and Gyarados are bad. Aerodactyl's good as Mega. Okay, we're talking about Mega Ampharos, how he's a Super Saiyan 3. And the only problem with the Super Saiyan 3 Ampharos, I think, is his speed. But though speed being a problem, low speed Pokemon have something they can take advantage of, and that is, Trick Room. Imagine Ampharos and maybe a Bronzong, or I want to say a Uniclus, that's a generic choice, but using Trick Room, and then now you got a fast, super strong powerhouse that can learn Power Gem, Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, or even your Discharge. And let's see what else would I give. I mean, it can learn so much. See, Signal Beam. I mean, that's so cool. He's got a lot to his advantage. So you got 4 sweeping moves, or you can give him some kind of other move. He has Cotton Guard. You can increase your defense an insane amount. I mean, he's a Super Saiyan 3. Goku would be proud. So this thing is definitely going to be the Mega Pokemon that's you're going to want to kill. So but since it's electric, you can use Earthquake. But it's got a ton of defense, people. Oh my god. Not really a ton of defense, but 105 is pretty good. Alright, here's a Mega I've been seeing a lot online, and I hate this thing because it's bad. Mega Scissor. Scissor didn't need a Mega. Game Freak knows this, and Game Freak is still retarded. So, that being said, Mega Scissor, yeah, his 140 base attack is great, but Scissor with Choice Band is stronger. And a lot of Scissors are Choice Band. I mean, Choice Band freaking Bullet Punch to your face kills you. This one is not that good. Mega Heracross, honestly, I don't think is that good. I do like how I can get Arm Thrust to hit 5 times because Mega Heracross's ability is Skill Link. So it's like, yeah, cool. I can be like, pop, 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 fighting attack. It hits 5 times. I get Pin Missile, and Pin Missile's new buff makes it an awesome move. It also has one more. Let me see. I forget the others. Bullet Seed, I think. Yeah, Bullet Seed. So he's got a lot of good coverage. But at the same time, I kind of like the Guts Mega Horn. I think that's just so strong. I mean, it sometimes kills some Steel types too. So it's questionable, but I can't say Mega Heracross is bad. But he does lose out on speed, which is kind of key for him because he loses 20 base speed, I think. 20 or 10. It's 10, but still, he kind of loses out on some of that speed that he needed. Okay, and this Mega Houndoom, I'm not going to say it's bad, but since it has solar power, it needs to be in the sunlight. And I guess the only sun team I thought of was with Mega Charizard Y and Ninetales. So you can't use 2 Megas, so this Mega Houndoom just kind of left in the dark.
Unless you're doing multi-battle with 2 people.
Yeah, unless you do multiple, that's probably good then, which is kind of weird. Alright, another one I've seen online, which has beaten me and hasn't beaten me, is Mega Tyranitar.
That thing pissed me off.
I think it is good because it's Tyranitar, and they gave it a Mega like they shouldn't have done because Game Freak is dumb as hell. But Mega Tyranitar, he can be one-shotted by fighting still, and even though he has insanely good defense, it's still a high jump kick will still wreck him. So
I warn you, 2 fake outs and 2 power-up punches, he'll still have just enough life to kill you.
Yeah, he's still kind of a bastard. He always will be a bastard, but I don't know. He's definitely not bad because I've lost to him. If I lose to it, it's bad. Now here's a big problem I'm seeing online. It's not a problem for me. It's a problem for the people using it. Is Mega Blaziken, and I mean it's uber when used right. So people should stop using this thing. But people aren't. I don't know why people aren't giving their Blazikens Protect. Like if you're gonna cheat online, at least cheat to win. Okay.
And don't let happen what happened to the one I fought against.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That got paralyzed to death.
Every single turn.
Because you gotta protect. You protect and then you kill. That's the whole thing with Speed Boost. When I get my Speed Boost Torpedo, you guys better watch out because I'm going to be protecting myself. Then I'm going to be biting you guys. But anyway, yeah, this Mega Blaziken, I haven't had a problem with it. And also, it's beaten by a Azumarill. So, you can get all the speed you want, but I'm just going to Aqua Jet you and you die. And if you're Mega, you can't Focus Sash your way out like the other ones would. Because you got to make some. Alright, here's another one I actually think is good as Gardevoir. But the problem with this Mega Gardevoir is its ability. I mentioned this before, but it didn't get recorded, so I'm going to mention it again. These abilities that change normal moves into a move of another type are bad because they are not on the right Pokemon. we don't have a physical fairy with Pixelate that can have Quick Attack as a fairy type and play rough. We don't have that. We got these special types, and like, why would I want to have any other of my moves fairy type when I have Moonblast? You know, and Gardevoir has great stats and great move pool, so it's just its ability is like, oh, come on. Next one that is online problem is Megaman Wild. I only seen 3 moves from it because that's all it's ever needed was Iron Head, Sucker Punch, and Sword Stance.
And that's when you Sucker Punch it after it does Sword
Stance.
Stance.
It dies to a Sucker Punch of a Pokemon that's slower to it, which is really funny. Or they'll probably Iron Head you and you might die. But the best way to beat this thing is Special Attack Fire. Just, I guess you can try, the best Pokemon for it. What can I think is the best one that can beat it? Like, resist Dark. What's a Dark resisting Pokemon that, like, I don't know, Fighting resist Dark. But we need some Fire, we need some Ground. Do a Crocodile. There you go. Crocodile will not lose to this thing. Crocodile got a defense buff, which is sweet, and I'm making a Crocodile, so I'm going to be Earthquaking some Mawilds. And here's actually a Mega I think everybody should be worried about, is Mega Aggron. It's not, a 230 base defense is sick, but the best thing about him, though, is they got rid of his Rock type, because Steel Rock is one of the worst typings. When you're double weakened by ground and double weakened by fighting, that's just bad. That's just a bad thing to happen. He transcends himself, gets rid of the Rock type, makes his ability filter, and you really can't one-shot him. But, he's got so many options. He's just a big A physical wall. Good luck, Aegislash. All I say is good luck. Mega Medicham can be good, but that's questionable. And here's one I'm really excited about talking about. I've been using Mega Manectric, a.k.a. Super Saiyan 2 Manectric, because if you see our little picture, if you don't think that's Super Saiyan 2, I'm going to kill you with Kamehameha. Because this thing is Super Saiyan 2, and what I'm running is, I only have 2 stats of 31, and a few are like high 20s, because I bred for Hidden Power. So mine, I'm running Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Hidden Power Ice, and Snarl. And that's actually really cool because when Manectric comes out, his ability is Lightning Rod. If I switch in right, many times against Jolteons that like a Thunder Wave, I've switched in on a Jolteon Thunder Wave, and I get a 50% special attack buff. And then I go Super Saiyan 2, and then I'm like Flamethrower, and I can one-shot him, or he'll be at low health, and then he'd be like Shadow Ball and deal nothing. Or another favorite technique I have is called Intimidating Snarl, because Snarl lowers special attack 100% of the time, and Intimidate lowers attack when I change. So I could do attack and special attack all at the same time. And in a double battle, Intimidate hits both, Snarl hits both. So I can lower both and just not care what I'm lowering, because I'm lowering everything. It's a great Pokemon. I've seen a couple people use it already, but mine still wins because I'm awesome. That's just me being cocky, okay. Mega Bandit has so much potential, but its low stats just like make me cry. Except its attack. Its attack at 165 is really nice. Mega Absol can be good. Has one hell of a Sucker Punch, but let's just Mach Punch it and see how it fares. Mega Garchomp is bad. As long as I make Garchomp, Life Orb Garchomp does more damage. That's it. Mega Lucario is bad because of his speed. I think that 112 speed is really holding it back, and it doesn't get any better defenses really, and it's beaten by fire and ground. So like if you're faster, just one shot it, and you can't have his choice Scarf.
I was say, didn't you see me fight one earlier?
And he lost. They all lose. I have not seen
one hit of a double power punch.
Yeah, double power punch. He's dead. Like if you die to a power punch that's unstabbed like that, even though it's a double one, still, it's. And then last but not least, which I think that's going to be good, is this Mega Obama Snow, which is I just called Mega Obama, who's got the ability Snow Warning, which is kind of a lot like the ability Obamacare, and it hurts everybody but the political type, since Obama is exempt from it. But anyway, enough politic talk. Snow Warning, I think Mega Obama can be good, but it's Obama. Okay, that's all I have to talk about Megas. But here's another Pokemon I'm going to touch on is Aegislash. And Aegislash is so overpowered. I beat one form of Aegislash, which the common form of Aegislash I saw was the Sacred Sword, King Shield, Shadow Sneak, Iron Head version, or it could have Shadow Claw instead of Iron Head or something. The problem with that is, I'm like, okay, how would I beat this? I started using Trevenant, and Trevenant was Will-O-Wisping it through King Shield, and then now I can't do anything. And then I Shadow Claw, and I first I get hit by Shadow Sneak, and I take no damage. And then I Shadow Claw, and it dies because that 50 base defense and it's attack 4. So I'm like, yeah, Aegislash suck now. Then recently, oh my god, I dealt with probably the stupidest Aegislash, and I got so mad. It's a weakness policy version. I think it has King Shield, I don't know, but all it did, actually I don't think it even had status move. I think it was 4 attack moves, and it just switched out and switched in on what it thought was going to be super effective. Take advantage of weakness policy, increasing attack and special attack. I think it ran Shadow Sneak, Sacred Sword, Shadow Claw, no, Shadow Ball, and Flash Cannon. And that's what pissed me off, because I send out my Double Aid, who's weak in my special attacks, but can tank any physical attack. I'm like, okay, Double Aid's got his higher form. He's got this. Little did I know that a Shadow Ball one-shots me. And I'm just like, no, Arceus, please, this isn't happening. So now I gotta find a way to beat another form of Aegislash. Knockoff. I'm gonna bring out Knockoff. I'm gonna use a knockoff Pokemon because that weakness policy is pissing me off. Everyone uses Aegislash is my middle finger. This is my middle finger. You can't see it, but I got a middle finger. Another Pokemon I'm gonna touch on is Greninja. I built a Noivern solely to beat Greninja. Noivern's first Greninja, he one-shots with Check a Meteor. I felt like the happiest guy. I felt like a father who just had a kid. It's the happiest guy in the world. Next Greninja I fight has a Focus Sash. Proceed, my middle finger goes up again, and I get mad because I lose that match because of Focus Sash. People, why are you Focus Sashing your Greninjas? It's pissing me off. Stop pissing me off. By that I mean they're probably still going to piss me off, and I got to find another way. And what?
I was going to state the one section I'm enjoying a lot is that tree.
Oh yeah, me and Kenzen's running the Trevenant. Kenzen's obviously copying me.
No, I'm doing a different version.
He's doing a different version, but he got the inspiration from me.
Because you challenged me to get another 5 perfect IVs.
And we're both using Trevenant. And my Trevenant is, what's that? Wait, but fuck Greninja. That's all I'm saying. Greninja and Aegislash are my problems in this game.
Yep,
anyway,
I'll agree with that.
Yeah, eventually we'll find a way around them, but right now, they're king and queen of the whole entire universe right now. Jeez. Okay, my Trevenant is Careful. It's got Natty Cure, which is natural cure. When you switch out, it can get rid of status problems. And mine has Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Claw, Power Up Punch, and Horn Leech. Honestly, and I'm holding Big Root because my Florges has leftovers. If you want my honest opinion on my Trevenant, I have no idea what I'm doing. I think it's bad. I'm still running it. It has won me games I should not have won. So I got all these confusing feelings about my Trevenant. Alright, how do you run your Trevenant?
Mine's a defensive Trevenant.
Okay.
Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Claw, Leech Seed, and Horn Leech.
Okay, and what's the nature?
Special defense up, special attack down.
That's Careful. We both have Careful.
Yeah.
And yours has Frisk.
Yeah, mine is Frisk to find out if they're gonna Mega Evolve. And what I'm gonna do, Will-O-Wisp them. Okay, usually I'm playing doubles when I'm using them, so I have Rotom out with them. First thing that I do on both of them, Will-O-Wisp one, Thunder Wave the other. This is how I beat a Garchomp and a Mega Blaziken. After I took a flamethrower to the face and survived with 20 HP, Horn Leeched him, got back to half-life against a fire Pokemon, and Garchomp was burned from Will-O-Wisp, so his attack was lowered. He tried to attack me, did nothing. And then I Horn Leeched him, got back to full health, hexed him, killed him. And Blaziken kept getting paralyzed. And I just sat there. Then I started leech seeding him, and I just let him refill my life.
It's really funny how good Trevenant is, considering he's got great stat spread. That's good. He's got a good move pool and everything. He's great. But at the same time, when you're playing him, you like are you scared when you play him? Do you have a little bit of fear when you throw him out there? Me, I do. But mine always comes through to win.
But yours is also an attack. Mine's in defense for a reason.
Are you solely defense or did you split?
Both defenses.
I maxed out special defense and I went for a little more HP. Like mine is weird, and I guess I don't know. I should be more confident in my Trevenant because every time like I would be at work and all I would think about at work for a couple hours is, man, my Trevenant really sucks. But then I go home and I come home, I play online, and I throw out my Trevenant and he kills Aegislash. He'll predict the switch and he'll one-shot a Greninja. He'll power-up punch a Lucario. He'll do something crazy good. He'll Will-O-Wisp and he'll hit an Aegislash. He'll do something and he'll win.
That Will-O-Wisp, though.
It's so good, dude.
Even in singles, I went through 3 Pokemon just by Will-O-Wisking, Leech Seeding, and Horn Leeching when I needed to, but then I'm only mainly using Shadow Claw.
Oh, yeah.
And you saw that match I did with only him.
Oh, yeah.
It was ridiculous.
That's the difference between ours. I mean, maybe I should try and change it up because I just like, even though I don't feel confident, and I hardly use Power Up Punch. Shadow Claw is like his best move. That's just like, and Horn Leech, the fact that they gave him Horn Leech was the best thing they could have done. So, like, yeah, he is good, but, like, I think there's so many questionable things about him, though. That's the thing. Like, he's just like, can he beat this?
Surviving.
Yeah, the fact that he survived.
Flamethrower.
The fact that he can survive things that beat him. He survived Shadow Ball for me in one shot of the other Pokemon. I'm like, he's winning. But why am I still like, getting this feeling like I can't win? See, but I'm winning.
Every time I use him, though, in double battles, he bides me time, so I draw out Kangaskhan. When Kangaskhan gets out there, he takes care of what
Kangaskhan can't beat.
Yeah, and it's vice versa.
Yeah, the fact that I think he compensates for so much other Pokemon weakness. He's just so good. Bless Trevenant. Bless Game Freak for making that Pokemon. Alright, here's another Pokemon I think is actually so good now. I'm starting to see the potential in this Pokemon, and I knew it was good, and I knew somebody will make it annoying, but I didn't find it annoying until recently, and that is Meowstick.
Oh, I already told you about that.
The prankster Meowsticks can all go to hell, by the way. Because I mean they can learn Fake Out. That's messed up. That's not even a status move, and that pissed me off. But they all can learn. Well, the Quick Guard is funny, but it's not a good move. They can learn. What's that? He can learn Sucker Punch. That's gay. He can learn like Reflect and Light Screen.
I ran
like
into that earlier.
You know, like I had a double screener against me. Thankfully I had a Infiltrator Noivern, but still he can learn all that stuff. And he can learn Thunder Wave. Like Thunder. Like, can you learn Thunder Wave? Yeah, you can learn Priority Thunder Wave. You can learn Swag, Trick Room. You can priority. You can priority your own Trick Room. Like what? And if you make, I mean, he's not a slow Pokemon, but you can make him slow. And you can be like priority Trick Room. It's why he has low stats. It's why he's gonna die from a physical attack.
Which, talking about Swagger. You were watching that match, weren't you?
Which one?
The one where I got Swaggered to max.
Oh yeah.
Attack with my Trevenant.
Trevenant got swagged. He absorbed so much swag. He unleashed it on the enemy and killed him.
He only got confused twice, and when he got confused, he was paralyzed, so he didn't hurt himself. And he was down to like 20 HP, and then everything I would do was Shadow Claw the substitute, and then Horn Leech after the next turn. Because if you kill the substitute right away, one of two things happen. They try to attack me, or they swaggered me.
Oh, yeah.
And since when they found out they couldn't swagger me no more, because they tried to swagger me, I was already confused on the last turn of their Pokemon's dear ungodly life before I swept their team. They couldn't confuse me, and my attack was already maxed.
Oh, no.
I snapped out of confusion, Horn Leeched, and one hit KO'd them.
Yeah, and he got all his health back, and then he just proceeded to wipe this guy's team.
It was hilarious.
Trevenant can screw over people, and all these.
Trevenant won against an Eevee team.
Yeah. Speaking of Eevees, I think Sylveon is pretty good. Honestly, there's nothing people can say to make it bad. Just because I think it has one of the best. Because all Eevees have a 130, a 110, and a 95 stat, and it's got a 95 in HP. Sylveon's got 95 in HP, a 110 in special attack, and a 130 special defense. obvious special wall, obvious special attacker. That's so good. It's got 3 moves. It can learn Calm Mind. It can learn Light Screen. It can learn Reflect. And the cool thing is you can teach it Baby Doll Eyes. So you can be like, priority. Wait, you got more attack? And I got bad defense? Doesn't matter, I'm cutting your attack. The fact that Baby Doll Eyes sharply decreases attack makes it a good move. But the bad thing about Baby Doll Eyes is never have your Sylveon fight a Scissor unless you want to lose. Because Scissor is faster than Sylveon. That being said, a Bullet Punch will just kill it. And Sylveon will not be able to Baby Doll Eyes in time to stop Scissor. And honestly, I think if a Baby Doll Eyes were to hit Scissor, it'd still kill Sylveon. Because that's how weak Sylveon's defense is. But other than that, Sylveon is awesome. People start bringing Steel moves. I mean, I think that's the biggest problem that all of us are going to have is that a Fairy's going to come out. We're going to see that Gardevoir, if we don't have a Ghost move, I know you got one. I have a Ghost move, but there might be some people who either don't have the good Ghost move or
bring Poison moves with
or bring Poison. I mean,
the only reason why I'm running Venoshock right now.
Yeah, I don't have I don't have a Poison move right now. I need to work on that. I thought of making myself a Drapion again and using a knockoff and Poison Jab, cross Poison, just because. 1, because knockoff is awesome. 2, because Poison is awesome. Yeah, that was just said. Because they made Poison good now. I mean, there's so many Pokemon it beats. Like, if you look at all the fairies that you're going to have a problem with. Like, Togekiss. You guys want to beat Togekiss? Poison Jab it right in its freaking mouth. It's dead. Same thing with Azumarill. Like, they're all weakened by Poison. It's so crazy. I mean, Mawile and Klefki are unaffected by it. But you just Earthquake them and they don't. They're like, ah. But, there's a few disappointments about some of the metagame. I'm mad that the Pikachu clone named Dedenne doesn't have good enough stats to compete, because I wanted to wreck people with not Pikachu, and he's Electric Fairy, which was 2 awesome stabs. And here's the problem with Dedenne. I would have been willing to make a Baton Pass team to Baton Pass to a not Pikachu to kill you. But here's the big problem. He can learn Thunderbolt. He can learn Play Rough. I don't want to use Play Rough with a 58 base attack. I just don't want to do that. You know what I want to do? I want to use Moonblast. I want a Moonblast. You know what Dedenne cannot do? He cannot Moonblast. So, Dedenne, you're going to never be used. You're another Pikachu.
And you know what I'm going to say? Out of 6th gen?
What?
Everybody get a Clauncher with Assault Vest.
I think that thing is good. Let me find Clauncher and I'll call Witzer. It's Clawitzer. He's got a big old Mega Cannon. He's good. He's really tanky, but he's slow. Like, he's good. Is he heavy? Is he a heavy Pokemon? He's heavy. Yeah, that big ass gun, man. That's heavy. Grass Knot does kill him, by the way, people. But yeah, this Clauncher or Clawitzer.
Surviving.
He can survive Thunderbolts. He can survive like Freeze Dry and all that stuff. It's very hard to one-shot him because he's got very good defense.
I ran with him against a full electric team
and destroyed him.
Yeah.
You know he can learn Aqua Jet? That's freaking sick. Dang, he can learn Aqua Jet. Okay, and last but not least, I want to talk about a Pokemon that's awesome and that everybody should at least take a look at and probably deny except me. And that's Noivern. Because I made a Noivern Infiltrator and he's fun. Because he's got, mine knows Boom Burst, Draco Meteor, Flamethrower, and Dark Pulse with a Life Orb, and it's been doing work. It can kill some people pretty fast. It one-shots Avalugg and it one-shots a lot of stuff, but at the same time, Greninja can still kill it if he has a Focus Sash. Because Greninja's like, oh, I'm gonna use Ice Beam, and then he's like, hey, you want to know something cool? I'm Ice type now, so I get 50% more damage. I'm going to add 50% more damage to all my attacks. Because he's a douchebag.
One thing I'm going to add real quick, too, is...
What's that?
Just because you run Substitute, be wary of Kangaskhan's.
Kangaskhan's beat Substitute, and so does this, that's true, so does Noivern. I don't have to use Boom Burst, but Boom Burst is a sick way to kill Substitutes. Actually, one thing I like, any sound move beats Substitute. So if you got
you're not
Bug
safe
Buzz
anymore.
Yeah, Bug Buzz hits it. The other day I played someone who was using a substitute Noivern, which honestly I don't think that's good. But anyway, he substituted, and then I snarled right after. No, I hit him power, then he substituted. Then I snarled, and he Draco Meteor, and I survived. The part is, the snarl hit him through the thing, so he wasn't safe behind that little doll. And that's the cool thing, that they're nerfing that little doll. You're no longer safe behind it. You Gliscors, you're no longer safe. You guys are no longer safe.
The funniest thing was, I forget who... Was it Gliscor that I fought?
No.
What was... I remember showing you the match.
Clefable. You fought a Clefable that substituted.
That I rock slided?
Yeah, and he just like one hit, and then the substitute faded, and the other broke through it. It's really cool.
And the second hit is like half damage.
Oh yeah.
One shot at it.
Yeah, it was insane. Like, you can like, yeah, that little baby's insane. That parental bond ability is broke as hell. I'm just throwing that out there, but I'm gonna get off here. We'll get off here. I just had a rage. I had to get a lot off my chest because
you almost had me up for
24 hours. I don't care. I know you don't care. Rage. All right. But anyway, people, I'm going to try and find a way to beat Greninja and make sure Greninja never beats me again. Ever. Because that thing is broke.
And we will start doing more Poketalks, and hopefully if we get enough people watching this, we can try to set up some kind of battling.
Yeah, I'd love to battle people. So anyway, try and friend me, and if you did friend us, tweet us, or comment on the video, and you could be like, hey, I friended you, here's my friend code, blah blah blah, bam. So anyway,
our Twitter stuff is the exact same as what you see on that screen.
At Fefan88, at KenzenCrese. Anyway, with that being said, have a good night. Suck it, Aegislash and Greninja. I hate you all.
You know how to stop it?
No.
Broadcast.